Part 1. Imagine sitting comfortably in your favorite reading nook, the morning sun gently touching the pages of your book, each word whispering possibilities of growth and learning. You're immersed, yet sometimes certain words feel unfamiliar, like puzzles waiting to be solved. This is a common scenario for many of us. You see, the issue isn't just about encountering unknown words. It's about effectively integrating these new words into our lives. How often do we read a novel, an article, or even a simple social media post coming across words that momentarily intrigue us, but fade into oblivion soon after? We miss golden opportunities to enrich our vocabulary, not realizing that every daily reading experience holds immense potential. Today, we'll explore practical, inspiring methods to expand your vocabulary naturally through your everyday reading, emphasizing context-based learning methods that promise not only retention, but genuine understanding. Stay with me as we journey into transforming daily reading from a passive activity into a dynamic learning tool. Part 2. Many people approach vocabulary building as a tedious task, something that demands rote memorization and endless repetition. But what if I told you that expanding your vocabulary can become effortless, even enjoyable, simply by changing the way you approach your daily reading? Context-based learning transforms everyday materials into treasure chests filled with vocabulary gems. Every article, book, or even social media post becomes a source of continuous enrichment. The magic happens when you don't merely glance at an unfamiliar word and move on, but pause, immerse yourself in the context, and truly grasp its meaning and usage. This method isn't about laboriously memorizing definitions, but understanding how words live and breathe within sentences, paragraphs, and conversations. Imagine reading an engaging novel, encountering the word ephemeral. Instead of immediately consulting a dictionary, you rely first on the context, seeing it described alongside something fleeting or momentary. The next time you hear or read this word, your mind vividly recalls its context, allowing the meaning to flow naturally. Throughout history, language experts, authors, and linguistic enthusiasts have championed context-based learning. Inspired by renowned author Stephen King's advice on writing and vocabulary, we understand that language is fluid, dynamic, and thrives best within context. King famously advised aspiring writers to absorb words naturally rather than mechanically, something we'll delve deeper into in our next segment. Part 3. Deep diving into context-based vocabulary learning reveals a profoundly impactful strategy. Let's explore this powerful approach more thoroughly. Firstly, understanding vocabulary in context strengthens long-term memory retention significantly. When you encounter a word repeatedly, embedded naturally within varying contexts, your mind subconsciously builds a comprehensive network of understanding. This rich web of associations makes the recall effortless and organic. Secondly, using authentic reading materials, newspapers, novels, blogs, or even social media ensures you encounter vocabulary that's practical, relevant, and immediately applicable to daily conversations. Each word is more than just a definition. It carries emotional nuances, stylistic meanings, and cultural significance. Take a word like ambiguous. You might initially encounter it in a news article discussing unclear political statements. Later, you read a mystery novel describing an ambiguous clue. Each context shapes your nuanced understanding, embedding it firmly within your memory. Inspired by Stephen King's approach, we realize vocabulary isn't just learned, it's lived. Thirdly, contextual learning encourages curiosity. Instead of viewing unfamiliar words as obstacles, they become exciting mysteries. This curiosity-driven learning fosters intrinsic motivation, transforming the act of reading into a continuous adventure of linguistic discovery. Part 4. Let's step into everyday life and explore how people have effectively incorporated context-based vocabulary learning into their personal experiences. Meet Jessica, a college student who once struggled with limited vocabulary, feeling her thoughts trapped due to insufficient expression. Determined to change, she began highlighting words from her favorite novels, writing brief reflections about their meanings in her journal. Gradually, these words began effortlessly appearing in her daily conversations. Friends noticed her growing confidence, clarity, and eloquence. Jessica's journey illustrates how seamlessly vocabulary enhancement blends into everyday life, enriching not just language but personal identity. Then there's Mark, a professional who felt constrained by his limited vocabulary in meetings. He began incorporating contextual learning into his morning routine, reading brief articles related to his field, jotting down unfamiliar words, and mentally relating them to his professional tasks. Over time, Mark's professional credibility soared as his language became more precise, powerful, and persuasive. These experiences aren't extraordinary. They're accessible to everyone. Your daily life holds limitless potential to transform your vocabulary through context-based learning, igniting inspiration, confidence, and deeper self-expression. Part 5. As we conclude this journey, remember that expanding your vocabulary through context-based learning isn't just a method, it's an enriching lifestyle. Every word you learn adds depth, color, and nuance to your communication, shaping your thoughts and conversations in ways you've never imagined. Transform everyday reading into purposeful exploration. Seek meanings within context, make connections, and embrace the curiosity that turns each unfamiliar word into an exciting opportunity. Now is your moment. Open a book, an article, or simply your daily newsfeed. Begin your journey today, confident that each new word you encounter brings you closer to eloquence, clarity, and deeper expression. Your journey starts now. The power to enrich your vocabulary is already in your hands. Simply open the page and begin.